everyone, my name is Nisha and I'm here for a heartful talk with all of you today. Today, I was thinking about a topic which is relevant for almost all of us, keeping the fact that we are living and growing every day. You all are young students or professionals and being dealing with this regularly. And this topic is so much relevant for all of us, for your current age group, because we all are students, we all are learning and facing challenges every day. So, there is something so much important right now, and we all must understand that. In fact, almost everyone talks about it, but no one goes deeply in this topic to understand what exactly, what is the meaning of this. And this is attitude, the positive attitude. So we call it positive attitude. We all hear it every day, that we should have positive attitude in our life and should not think about or have negative attitude or thoughts or directions around. I'm sure you must have heard about it from your parents, your friends, family. Someone even said that positive attitude is being happy from inside. But should it have a reason, or it can happen even without a reason? What do you feel? Or can you have positive attitude even without any reason? As many of you said it earlier, that we can or even should stay happy even without a reason. Then do we need to do something really good or positive around us? For example, you are physically lazy or physically weak, but happy from inside. Is that better? Or if you go to gym and do some workout, some exercise, get fit, and then be happy about it, and then be positive about it. So which one is happy? Or another way to looking out can be, as you all are students and it's important for you to study and learn, but even without studying, you are happy. Then why will anyone study? One way is you define your goals, about the number of hours you plan to study, and finally did it, and then you feel happy about it. So what is better? What should happen? The happiness that you get after studying compared to the happiness that you get even without studying. Think about it. This positive attitude, what we call it, must always be backed with a reason. Because if you have a reason for it, your positive attitude will stay for long. But if you keep on being positive without any reason, then it will not stay for long, because it is temporary phase and it your four-stateful life. Think about it. For example, if you are going to do a task for the day, in this case, the reason why you are going to do that task itself is the reason for your positive attitude that time. For example, if you are hungry, eating your food is important. If you are thirsty, drinking water is important. And that itself is the reason for your positive attitude or your thought or your actions that time. So another point comes here is, how do we maintain the positive attitude when we are competing with someone or have a fear of failure? So how does your family think about positive attitude? That's even more important if you have to go for an exam or crack a competition exam that you are preparing for. Do they say, think positive, this will happen, think positive, keep positive, keep positive? Is this positive attitude? Say for example, when you're going to attempt for your exam, your mom comes out with the blessing lamp, give you the sweet curd, and put a tikka and a mark on your forehead as a blessing. The atmosphere is as if you're going for a war. Is this positive attitude? What is this all connected with? It reflects with the thoughts that you will get succeed. But this is not positive attitude. It's foolish attitude. I'm sorry to say that, but yes, this is foolish attitude. Why is it so? What did I say in the beginning? Yes, just recall it. I said that positive attitude must always be backed with reason. It must be based upon your actions, not the results. If your attitude is positive based on your results, then it's not positive attitude, but it is called the foolish attitude, or the foolishness, what you call it. And that's the reason many people give up their hopes, give up their lives if they're not able to achieve the desired results. I'm sure you must have seen a lot of people around you, must have heard a lot of stories that many students even goes into the depression. It sounds very simple, but it's very, very big thing. Because they have never deeply understood the real meaning of positive attitude, neither by you or not by your family. So what did they feed in your mind? When I say they, it means the family and the friends and the atmosphere. It will happen. It will surely happen. Say good words, pray to the God. Even by mistake, if you want to say that what if I don't, they do not allow you to even think on those lines. They just tell you not to think negative on your results. Isn't that the response you all get to hear regularly? You will succeed. You will succeed. God is with you. Blessings are with us. So if the God is with you, then why you do not succeed every time? Have you thought about it? And if God is only with you, then all others must fail, right? Because everyone cannot clear with a constraint of number of seats, the limited number of seats and positions. And if God is with everyone else, then why everyone is not succeeding every time? So firstly, let's try to see the flaw in this attitude. When I say attitude, the foolish attitude. What's the flaw here? As I say, it's not positive attitude. It is foolish attitude. You have to define your attitude based on your results. Because you are continuously repeating this in your mind that I will succeed, I will succeed, I will get success. It's like even if you keep repeating a baseless statements again and again, your mind will start agreeing to it. And you will slowly start believing that you will surely succeed. And if you do not succeed, even after all this, what if you do not clear the exam or success in the competition? Will you be happy or will you be shocked? What will happen? Oh my God, how did it happen? You will be completely into the shock. And the stronger you had your belief that you will succeed, the similar bigger shock you will get. Isn't that correct? The stronger belief means the bigger the expectation, the bigger the shock if you do not expect or if you do not meet your expectations, and the bigger will be your heartbreak, and the bigger will be your loss and your feel bad and your dissatisfaction. Now what should we do here? Because what's going to happen or not going to happen, is it in your hand? If you say no, then why not? Few things we all have in our hand. Like, I have a bottle which might be lying over here and I want to pick it up. So what is the probability do I have in my control? 1%, 10%, or 100%? So same way, clearing your entrance exam is not in your hand. And why? Because number of seats are limited, right? Not everyone will get the admission. Imagine the same thing that I'm talking about, a bottle for example, which I want to pick up, had a competition among many of us saying, anyone picks up this bottle in next 10 minutes and keeps it in your hand, even after 10 minutes, will get 1 lakh rupees from me. Something happens when we define our performance in the competition based on the results. Positive attitude must be based on your actions. And what all comes in actions? Actions includes all the actions that you are taking you have done in your past. You are taking your actions in your current phase and you might be taking in future. It must not be based on results. Why? Why it must not be based on results? Because your expectations get high, way too high. And when you do not meet these expectations, what happens? Number one, we completely break down from inside. And number two, when our expectations goes really, really high, our fear also rises equally high. What if I'm not able to meet the expectations? And if you do something fearfully, you will not be able to achieve your 100% because you're scared of failure. And you will not be able to put your 100% into it. You divert it in the fear part. But if your actions are 100%, Means to get the desired result, if your actions are 100% and your expectations are just 0%, in that case, what are the chances of you getting success? Almost 100%. That's why I'm saying here that attitude, the positive thinking, the positive attitude, the positivity, all this must be based on your actions. You have to observe your actions, observe your strength. Take decisions only based on your actions. Based on your actions and strength, if you have attitude, then it's called good attitude. It is good. That is positive attitude. So how do we get into that? That's what. I'm just talking about smart work here, right? And I have not spoken about the hard work here. Because overstudying will not give you any results in cracking your exams. But if you go in past and see what the right strategies applied by the successful ones, you will get better results. Your probability of succeeding will surely be increased. And you are not going to, not the only one doing the smart work. There are many more contestants like you have done that in the past. I'm sure you must have seen that into results. But how many more will be like that? I'm sure it's not 100%, right? So there is a simple rule of 80-20 which is applicable across the world called as Pareto approach. We will discuss this Pareto approach in the details in our upcoming sessions. So stay tuned for the next sessions which will help you to understand the Pareto approach. Now let's come back. So whatever you do in your life, the simple rule of 80-20 will be applicable, which means 80% of your task depends on 20% of your actions. So now we say only 20% of the students are really serious and the 80% are casual in their approach. So if you're really serious, then where do you fall? Yes, you fall in that 20% population. And now what are you doing? Are your calculations based on your actions or on your expectations? If you're serious, means what? Yes, your actions are saying that you are serious. So now, where have you reached? You have now in 20% of the population. So now, out of this total population also, there must be only 20% of that 20% who are the capability to crack that examination. So balance 80% of the total 20% are definitely serious, but very serious about the preparation, but do not have the capability. Like for example, there is a race and I ask you to run the race there. But do you have the capability to win there? You will say yes, but oh yes, I can win. But only once you all start running, I will come to know the real strength about each of you. Isn't that? Because that's the competition. So whenever you go to compete with others, you have to analyze your capability in comparison with others in the race. That is called competition. Now another level of check is for students who are serious, are capable and also have taken actions required for the competition. So it means they are not just talking about it but also taking desired and required actions for the desired result. They are ready to make sacrifices, work hard, dedicate time, and all this in spite of having the seriousness and the capability which we have already checked. It's like when you are going to Olympics and want to win that gold medal, only your seriousness and capability will not be sufficient, right? You have to do the required training also, the right training, right? Without training, you won't even qualify there. So now, with this probability, you again increases your chances of 20% of the capable pool. But the number of seats are even lesser. For example, you are still in the bracket of 800, but the number of seats are 400. But what happens is now your probability has increased. So now this is called intelligence. You still have the probability of failure, but have left no probability of inactions. And now your attitude is based on your actions. My plan is based on this, that if I have to bring my probability high, I have to take all the required actions that we are speaking here. And now, even in your mind, it should be clear that based on this logic means your seriousness, your capability, and all required actions. Your probability is this much, and your family should also be clear about it, so that no one should get the shock at the later stage. Till now, even after all these logics, the probability is not 100%, because you are not the only person. You are not the only one who's going to do all this. There are many more who are going to be like you. But now you are calculating it all through a sensible manner. Now you have a different level of attitude. Completely different level. Now you have positivity based upon what you have done in your past, what you are going to do now, and based on all the actions that you are going to have it in future. You're having this attitude now which is not going to be visible to others, but people going to see only your results. That's why I say this thinking, attitude, positive thinking, positive attitude, all must be based on your actions. This is called positive attitude, the unshakable positive attitude. Stay connected. We'll talk about much more aspects of attitude. Have a good day. Hi, my name is Nisha and today let's continue to discuss on attitude, the positive attitude. But first of all, let me thank all of you for your continuous feedback on my previous sessions and keep me motivated to come up with new discussions every time. Yes, to start with, your attitude matters a lot in your life. How many of you have really thought about it? Carrying the right attitude can have a magical impact on your life. It is only the God who knows what is written in the next page of your life. In fact, it only comes in the front of you once it is written and released. Like a movie, we talk about the trailer and the release. You or I have no eraser to erase, nor you can cut and rewrite. So let's be prepared to confront every situation that comes in our life. As once William Shakespeare has said, there is nothing either good or bad. It is only the stars to hold our destiny but in ourselves. To make it more meaningful, we are in a world where people criticize more than they appreciate. In fact, they try to find out faults in each and every task you do. They laugh when you fall and they're jealous when you grow. Isn't it? That's a fact. Many times you fall just before the finishing line. That is when they celebrate. You feel broken, tired, as if the pieces of glass is shattered on the floor. So what is in your hand? Attitude? Your attitude towards these problems is your strength. It can not only save you from the unwanted situations, but bring you out from the deep troubles. Like the positive attitude may also or not solve the problem, but it can make a way to do so. Right attitude, the right time brings out the stronger shade of your personality. It becomes easy for you to put down your thoughts as you enforce the other person to listen to you. The way you speak, your words you use, and your tone represent your attitude. Attitude plays an important role at your workplace too. I'm sure you must have realized it. Work becomes easier if you have a positive attitude towards your profession. Ask yourself if you are enjoying your work you are doing. How many of you have checked it? Are you striving towards the goals of your company? Is your profession or salaries making your personal life better? Answer to these few questions will decide the attitude towards your job or profession. I'm sure it helps out, reinforces you. Once Rumi said, whatever happens, just keep smiling and lose yourself in love. In fact, it's truly experienced many times that smile on your face can put the people into a big trouble, especially when they are tired to hurt you. They will get confused about their actions, such an attitude will keep you at peace without being affected. This smile will act as a shield for you. Once Sean Ashmore, another renowned personality, said, "Style is a reflection of your attitude and your personality." Yeah, very well said on that, right? The attitude comes from not what you wear, but how you carry yourself and present yourself in front of others. By refreshing some old memories, Swami Vivekananda, the iconic speech in Chicago, I'm sure many of you must have remembered that or heard about it, is still in our ears. His words will always inspire the youth. He did not bother what he was wearing, as it was different from what those people used to wear. His attitude came out rightly from his words and his personality. Once Bruce Lee said, "Always be yourself, express yourself, have faith in yourself. Do not go out and look for a successful personality to duplicate it. Create your own personality." Right? Rightly said. Your attitude is what you are, what you own. You need not to look around and see how people are looking or solving the problems in their life. Wear your own attitude. You need not to borrow from others. Your life is your own. So be the master of your life. Walk with the right attitude and see how it works for you. You have to live for yourself, not for the society. Remember what Zig Ziglar, the American author and motivational speaker, once said it in an audience. It is your attitude, not your aptitude, that determines the altitude. There is a lot to learn from these motivational speakers who always carried a positive attitude and positive thoughts throughout the hurdles they faced in their lives. In fact, Zig Ziglar, for his right attitude towards the life, in the end gave him a success. He transformed his failures, losses and falls into the stairs to reach the top. On a closing note, failures are stepping stones to success. And yes, with right attitude, we all can make the right changes. If you like my videos, please do like, share and subscribe here. And you might also like to share this with your true friends and families who should get listen to these small videos. Till next time, have a good day.